Welcome if you're new here. My name is Natasha. Hold on, let's just fix that. It's been a while. Welcome back if you're not new. If you're not new, you might know that I've been a little bit MIA on my channel, and I can fully explain why. So for the past like 6 weeks, maybe like 8 weeks, basically since the start of the year, as soon as it was like 1st of January 2024, something shifted in the cosmos. I don't know what it is. I don't know what was in the air. Maybe Mercury was in the microwave. My whole mood and my whole being just sort of like plummeted into a pit of despair. I don't know what happened. I think it's like 2023 for me was a year of being on such a high. I was the most confident I've ever been. I was most content I've ever been. I was just like happy, and I think I was expecting the same momentum for 2024, but I started 2024 hangover. I think the first day of 2024 I was hangover. I don't know if that has something to do with it, the contrast of being on such a high and then starting the year on a low. I feel like I just continued that mood and it just got worse and worse and worse. Like nothing major happened to make me feel like sad or in a bad mood or down. Like little small things were piling on. I feel like nothing to really explain the way I was feeling, and just recently I've started to feel like maybe it might be hormonal. I am getting a few tests done actually, which would be part of like a separate hormonal vlog to see if that really is the root of my problems. I have gone into a deep dive when it comes to hormonal imbalances, let me tell you. I'll save that for a separate video because I am seeing a naturopath and I want to go through like what my tests are, what my results are, and what I'll be doing to fix my imbalances, if I even actually have any, because I don't have my results yet. I'm just basing this off my symptoms. And this kind of brings me to my second point of why I wasn't really feeling like filming, or like YouTube just wasn't calling to me. I felt like my videos didn't really have a purpose in 2023, and I've been thinking of restructuring my channel because I want all my videos to bring some kind of a purpose. Like sometimes they can be entertaining, but I fell in love with YouTube because YouTube was like a #1 information source for me. So the main purpose of my videos will be to provide you guys some kind of information. It will generally be around fitness and overall well-being because that's definitely something that I'm passionate about. Anyways, the main purpose of this video is I want to show you guys the 5 main things that I've been doing mainly in the last like 2 to 3 weeks to help me get out of my slump. I can honestly say I'm already starting to feel a little bit better. I think a combination of like the things that I've been doing and just like acknowledging what I'm going through and like talking about it and like trying to fix it has definitely helped me feel better, and it's gotten me to a point now where I feel okay enough to even like film a YouTube video and talk about it. Anyways, the first thing you would have seen me do is, and I know everybody says this, but I swear it's helped. I always would wake up and, you know, first thing I do is grab my phone, go into Instagram and start scrolling, and I'll easily be on Instagram for like 40 minutes in bed. And what that does is in your first minutes of waking up, you're inviting the whole entire world into your room, into your brain, and that will influence the way you think the rest of the day. So what I do now is I've started really simple. I just spend the first 10 minutes of the day being mindful. So it's 10 minutes of mindfulness, undistracted, so obviously not on the phone and not watching any YouTube. What I do is I simply just make myself a coffee. I will sit on the couch and I will plan what I want out of my day. I think of what kind of mindset I want to be in. What I've also started doing this week is planning what I want to eat for my day. I'll talk about this a little bit more when I'm talking about my hormones and stuff. I've made some slight adjustments to my nutrition, so each morning I just sort of plan out what I want to eat for my day so that I make sure I'm meeting my targets. I also think about a few nice things to say to myself. I particularly don't find myself saying any nice things about myself, so I'm making a habit to just say even just one nice thing about myself, like, ooh, I like the way your eyes look today, I like the way your skin looks today. The big thing I'm trying to take away from creating this mindful routine is trying to change my thoughts and trying to bring more positive thoughts into my mind. And basically you can choose your thoughts, and your thoughts affect your emotions. So if you choose what you want to think, you really can choose the way you want to feel about certain situations. I am going to go through the rest of the things. I don't know if I already mentioned, but it's 5 things. I'll take you through a bit of a day in the life vlog on how I'm implementing these 5 things. Anyways, I'm gonna get ready for the gym, and we are doing a vicious leg day today, Mookie and I. So it should be fun.
You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I did by default and without any doubt, oh. I'm a me happy adult, oh. I no go feed the girl, I no go feed the girl is out, oh. I'm a mind that's you the talk, oh. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, oh. I know holy and I know that devil. That the baba fry, oh. My eye, oh. Don't cry, oh.
Alright, I am back from the gym now. I've actually been back for about 20 minutes. I put on some Love Island. I made myself an iced coffee and I thought I would quickly go through a few things I got from Kmart. So after the gym, I had to go to Kmart to make some returns. And I got sucked in a little bit and I ended up buying a couple of things and now here we are with a Kmart haul. So this ties into the second thing that I've been doing every day to bring some joy into my life and to bring my mood up, is to do something you enjoy every single day. So for today I decided iced coffee. It's so simple, but I generally enjoy my iced coffee moment because that's usually around 3 p.m. when there's nothing really to look forward to for the rest of the day because I've done most of my stuff in the morning. So I look forward to my iced coffee. And then just going through Kmart. For me, Kmart is a little bit therapeutic. All right, so first of all, I got some mason jars. I got a green throw because I feel like my bedroom is very beige and white. I'll show you in a bit. And it's definitely missing like a pop of color. And I wanted something dark but strong. I got myself a Prada bag. But the Kmart version, these are actually new. I definitely wasn't going in there for that. But as soon as I saw this, I have been chasing... Hold on, let me take this stuff out so you can see it. I have been chasing this bag. This was 18 bucks from Kmart. I mean, it's begging me to buy it. Spoiler, this would be my last tip. I have gotten back into journaling and the journal that I have actually got water damaged. So I needed a new one. I found the viral 5-minute journal from Kmart and it was only $7, but we'll go through that later on. I simply just got one of these black cups. I may be jumping into my golfing era. So I needed a golf skirt. Pretty simple and black, but it's got the shorts underneath. So I just had to do it. And then I also had to go to Priceline just to replenish my skincare. Just got some retinoids. But I totally forgot because it was my birthday at the start of the month. I get a gift from Priceline. So they gave me a bunch of masks, which I will add this to a fun thing to do today. My naturopath actually highly recommended putting some time aside and doing a face care routine and just like taking your time with it and enjoying it. So I am quite excited to try one of these. I actually got like 4 of them. So tip number 3. So tip number 3 is simply to declutter your space. Decluttering your space, I reckon, just creates the right environment for like a clear mind. Currently, my house is an absolute mess. In my defense, I came back from work yesterday and I haven't had a chance to clean it yet. But I'm gonna put some time aside after I finish watching Love Island to clean it. I'll show you what it looks like now. Clean laundry I need to put away. Danny. This dining table is just the perfect spot to dump stuff. General kitchen tidy. I've got a few dishes I need to wash. So that's just like a general day-to-day decluttering. But one big thing I have been doing actually since the start of January is... Alright, so I don't know if you guys remember, but last year, 2023, I bought a very expensive diary. It was $80. And I bought it because it had sections for like decluttering and self-care and that sort of thing. And I actually honestly didn't utilize it as well last year. So I thought, well, the pages are still there, so I'll utilize it this year. So basically you have like a calendar page. And so this is like a declutter challenge. And every day of the month, you have a different thing that you declutter. So instead of like spending a whole day or a whole week or whatever trying to declutter your house and clean your house, you just pick one thing one day and then you do that thing. So for instance, you have like declutter your bathroom cupboard, declutter your wardrobe, clean out your fridge, clean out your pantry. So that's what I've been doing since January. So obviously, because I work away half the month, my decluttering challenge will go across 2 months. So we're in February now. I've still got a few things I need to do, but I'll show you what I've done so far. Okay, so quickly, this was my vision for the throw. I always want to get like dark green pillows, but the ones I found today were $35, so I told myself I'll keep looking. I love that color against the neutrality of like my whole room. Anyways, so the first thing I did was I sorted out the top of my wardrobe. That's all my linen. I think I may have like a before video somewhere. Basically, I had sheets. They weren't really arranged in any particular order. I was very messy. I got 3 tubs from Kmart and put all my sheets in there, and that looks so much tidier. One annoying thing, I didn't realize when I grabbed the containers that one of them was different, and it kind of bugs me that one has a brown strap and the rest are neutral, but I'm trying to get over it. Okay, I also rearranged my bathroom, basically all my hair products. So again, that was just all in a very disheveled order. I've put my brushes in one tub, my hair care in one tub, and then I've got hair dryers, hair dryers on the bottom and hair straighteners on the other side. And now it's like much more tidier, and whenever I need to grab something, I just slide it out, get it, slide it back in. Just a slide, I get what I need, and then I slide it back. And then this is my like bathroom wardrobe, basically my overflowing wardrobe. This was a mess, a complete mess. I don't think I've ever shown you guys this room, but basically I just went out, got hangers, and this is where all my overflowing activewear stays. Now I also did a wardrobe cull, but I don't think I was ruthless enough, because I honestly didn't really make as much space as I would have liked. So I might have to do that again. Just be a bit more ruthless and throw things I haven't worn in a while. And finally, I cleaned out my storage room. Again, this was an absolute mess, but I rearranged everything. Yes, I have more shoes, but they're all in some order. I tidied up the shelves and threw away stuff that I didn't need. The decluttering process helps me feel a lot more accomplished, especially the fact that I don't have to do it all at once. It takes away feeling overwhelmed to do the job. So doing it sort of like bit by bit, doing little bits here and there, helps me feel like the job is doable. And then like once you do it and once you look back, oh, it is honestly such a good feeling. I highly recommend scheduling them on different days, and I know I've got the luxury of having 6 days off, but if you've just got the weekend, then set a task every weekend. It might take you longer, but at least you would get there in the end. Few days later. It may look like the same day because it looks like I'm wearing the same shirt. It's actually a different shirt, and it is now a few days later. I kind of forgot I was vlogging, and then I was just kind of like, oh, I don't know where to pick it up. And then I was just actually editing the first bit of the vlog, and I realized it's a pretty good vlog and I want to finish it off. So here I am finishing it off. I do believe I've got 2 more pointers for you guys. I'm actually going to try and make this banana bread using my protein pancake powder. Now usually when I try these experimental recipes, honestly it never works out for me. I end up hating them, but I thought if this does work out and I figure out how to make protein banana bread, I will be over the moon. All right, fourth So my battery actually died. I am currently making dinner now. I've made the cake, I've put it in the oven. I'm not gonna lie, oh, can you see it? I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty flat banana bread, so we'll see what that turns out like. But I was going to tell you guys the fourth tip that really worked for me, and that is to talk to someone. So it may be hard to talk to someone because your issue might feel a little bit small, a little bit silly. Talking to someone helps you feel less alone, and just getting someone else's perspective helps you realize that your issues are valid and they're worth sharing with other people, so that other people can either help you out with them or just give you a different perspective that you haven't seen. And you don't necessarily have to talk to someone to sort of help them solve your problems or help you fix whatever it is you're going through. Just having someone to listen to you and letting it out can really help sort of like lighten the load, because I definitely found talking to my friends helpful. I wish I definitely had done it sooner, but as soon as I had someone else's perspective on how I was feeling, it just helped me feel like my issues were definitely manageable and that I could get through it. I definitely feel very blessed to have the group of friends that I have, and I feel comfortable talking to my friends. And I'm not gonna lie, initially it was a little bit hard for me to bring up the things I was going through, because I did feel like they're a little bit silly and a little bit like, you know, other people have bigger problems in the world, so it felt very hard to bring it up. If you don't have friends you can talk to, if you don't feel comfortable yet to talk to someone, I definitely recommend writing your feelings down. I feel like even reading what you're going through like a later date or a different time just gives you a different perspective on what you're dealing with, because when you're in your emotions, it's very hard to see the bigger picture, and it's very hard to see basically the end of the tunnel. My dinner is now ready. I'm simply having, I'll show you actually. I'm not gonna lie, she's a simple girly. Just some fish, some sweet potato fries, some kale, and just some juice in a fancy glass. And just like that, we have come full circle to our fifth tip, which is pretty similar to the first one. It is gratitude journaling. So I mentioned earlier in the vlog that I got the 5-minute gratitude journal from Kmart. It's got a day and night section, so I'll put a picture up so you can see what it looks like, and it gives you prompt questions of what you like need to answer. So when you start the day, you sort of write down what you're grateful for, and then when you finish your day, you write down the highlights of the day and your daily reflections. Now, just like the start of the day, the whole point for me anyways when it comes to gratitude journaling is trying to highlight the positivity in my life, because I have a lot of things to be grateful for, and I think sometimes when you don't write them down, you don't recognize them, and it's very easy to focus on the negative things that are going on in your life. So when you write down a few positive things in your life, it's very easy for you to recognize that there is a lot of good happening around you. So I am trying to be quite specific with my gratitude journaling. Instead of just saying things like I'm happy for my friends and I'm happy for my family, which is obviously true, but I try to focus on a specific thing that day that brought me, you know, a specific type of joy. What's one I had? Let me try read one out if it's not too personal. Oh, this is quite nice. So one thing I had, instead of saying something like I'm grateful for my friends, I said I'm grateful for the laughs I share with my friends. That pretty much concludes all my tips. I'm basically just gonna spend some time writing a few things in my journal for tonight, and I am winding down because I'm heading to work tomorrow. And yeah, I'll just have an early night. But I am absolutely glad to be back filming again. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and hopefully you got some tips. You obviously don't have to try all of them if they don't really suit you, but I definitely recommend trying at least one just to see how you feel and see if it's for you. Next week's video will actually be the Thailand vlog, because I've also finally started editing the Thailand vlogs and I've got a few vlogs that I want to put out. So when I'm back home, I'll obviously film something from home and post that, and then when I'm at work, I'll post the Thailand videos as they're obviously already filmed. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.